Welcome to Streaming Into the Voids, What's New in Streaming, where we discuss the highlights of what's available for you to stream the week of October 28th. I'm Kim Hollis, and with me are Raul Buriel, Tim Brighty, and David Mumpower. We'll start with Hulu and Black Cake Season 1, coming November 1st. Based on the New York Times bestseller, in the late 1960s, a runaway bride disappears into the surf off the coast of Jamaica and is feared drowned or a fugitive on the run for her husband's murder. 50 years later, in California, a widow loses her battle with cancer, leaving her two estranged children with a flash drive that holds previously untold stories of her journey from the Caribbean to America. Next up, we're arriving in the Christmas season on Hulu as A Christmas Frequency debuts on November 1st.
Denise Richards plays a morning radio show host who is struggling in both her personal life, secretly separating from her husband, and at work with the ratings of her show dropping. When she's set up on a series of blind dates to save the show, things get interesting.
And another new Christmas movie on Hulu is Reporting for Christmas, also coming November 1st.
Mary is a serious reporter forced to take a break from her political beat to write a puff piece about a small town toy company. Oh, brother. While on assignment, you won't believe what happens next. That's right. She meets the handsome and charming toy manufacturer, Blake. I bet they fall in love and she never has to do politics again because she's just a girl. Right, Hulu? What the?
Girls can't be serious reporters. Come on, movie.
On November 3rd, L.A. Law, complete seasons 1 through 8, will finally be arriving, and it's on Hulu.
Oh, hot on the heels of Moonlighting. I guess here's another 80 series that was nowhere to be found previously, but now it'll be on streaming thanks to Hulu.
And we close out the Hulu offerings with Quiz Lady coming November 3rd. Awkwafina and Sandra Oh play sisters on their way to a quiz show to win the big cash prize.
That is an absolutely purposeless description, but we're totally watching this.
Yeah, Awkwafina is awesome. We move on to Netflix and Castaway Diva Season 1 coming October 28th.
In this South Korean series, 15 years after being stranded on a remote island, an aspiring singer re-enters society, stopping at nothing to pursue her dream of becoming a diva.
On October 31st is Ralph Barbosa, Cowabunga.
The comedian riffs on everything from his street racing dream woman to his mom's lies about moon rocks in this chill, cheeky stand-up special. And if nothing else, it is fun to say Ralph Barbosa, Cowabunga!
Also on October 31st is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, well, now we know what will be the number one movie in a little over a month.
And let me just say, everyone's going to fall in love with Spider-Baby all over again.
Yes. On November 1st is hurricane season. In this Mexican film, when a group of teens finds a corpse floating in a canal, the brutal reality behind the perverse crime unravels a town's hidden secrets. Also on November 1st is Mysteries of the Faith, Season 1.
With unprecedented access to holy sites across the world, this docuseries explores the secrets of Christianity's most legendary treasures, from the Crown of Thorns to the iconic Holy Grail. These cherished relics have inspired millions for centuries.
Next up is Saitama Host Club Season 1, also coming November 1st.
In this Japanese series, a cool-headed consultant scouts out the perfect host to help revitalize a failing host club, but the candidate is a hopeless introvert. Wah, wah.
Also new from Netflix is Till Murder Do Us Part, Soering versus Haysom, a limited series, also coming November 1st.
Did Gen Soering murder his girlfriend's parents in 1985? Or was she the killer? This docuseries digs into questions that still swirl around the Virginia case.
Okay, our final November 1st release from Netflix is Wingwomen, directed by and starring Inglourious Bastards Melanie Laurent. A pro thief decides to retire, but not before one easy last job with her partner in crime and a feisty new getaway driver. And this is a French production.
I bet it's not as easy as they expect it to be.
I bet you're right. Here's kind of a big one coming November 2nd, and it is All the Light We Cannot See, a limited series.
Based on the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, a blind French girl taking refuge with her father and reclusive uncle in Saint-Malo, France, and Werner, a brilliant teenager enlisted by Hitler's regime with an expertise in radio repair. Together, they share a secret connection that will become a beacon of light that leads them through the harrowing backdrop of World War II. Directed by Sean Levy and features Mark Ruffalo and Hugh Laurie.
Also on November 2nd is Higuita, The Way of the Scorpion.
From humble origins to soccer legend, this documentary captures the rise of Colombia's René Higuita, from iconic career to personal controversies.
Next up is Onimusha, Season 1, also coming November 2nd.
With a demonic weapon in hand, a wandering swordsman for hire and a samurai brotherhood take on an uprising. Takashi Miike is supervising director for this animated series based on a Capcom game.
Oh no. People are going to suffer and then they're going to die.
Also new on November 2nd is Unicorn Academy Season 1. When a dark force threatens to destroy Unicorn Island, a brave teen and her 5 schoolmates must rise up to protect their beloved magical academy.
It's not actually what you think it is, because Unicorn Island is actually a peninsula.
Twist. Then on November 3rd is Blue Eye Samurai.
The writers of Logan and Blade Runner 2049 bring us this anime series, driven by a dream of revenge against those who made her an outcast in Edo period Japan. A young warrior cuts a bloody path towards her destiny.
And we just keep going with Netflix, as Daily Dose of Sunshine will also debut on November 3rd.
In this South Korean series, a kind-hearted nurse working in psychiatry goes above and beyond to be a ray of light for those under her care, despite the challenges coming her way. That's right, folks. It's like a South Korean Patch Adams. Yay!
Also on November 3rd is Nyad.
Oh, this is supposed to be a big one. Annette Bening, Jodie Foster, and Rhys Evans star in the remarkable true story of athlete Diana Nyad, who at the age of 60 and with the help of her best friend and coach commits to achieving a lifelong dream, a 110-mile open ocean swim from Cuba to Florida.
Also new is Ferry, the series coming November 3rd. This Dutch series is based on the 2021 movie of the same name. 1 million ecstasy pills for 1 million euros? That's exactly the opportunity Ferry Boomen needs to become one of the biggest drug lords in the Netherlands. Another new November 3rd release for Netflix is Selling Sunset Season 7.
Season 7.
The agents hustle to move houses in a tough market, but bad blood and unfinished business could bring down what they've built. Can they keep it together?
Probably not. And our final new Netflix release is Sly, coming November 3rd.
His love of film began as an escape from a rocky childhood. Get it? Rocky? From underdog to Hollywood legend, Sylvester Stallone tells his story in this documentary, Do Not Want.
Oh,
Definitely.
Rocky, I get it.
Definitely seems, I don't know, very navel-gazing. We move on to Disney Plus and Behind the Attraction Season 2 coming November 1st.
This sounds remarkably similar to a book that someone here wrote. From executive producers. Sorry, I know, too soon. From executive producers Dwayne Johnson, Danny Garcia, and Brian Volk-Weiss, Behind the Attraction takes you on a ride behind Disney Parks' most iconic and beloved rides and experiences.
I was the person saying The Rock was going to be as big as Tom Cruise, and he betrayed me by taking my idea, but that's fine. It was actually the late Nick Sims' idea anyway, and I'll always be grateful to him for it.
We move on to Max and The Gilded Age Season 2 coming October 29th. Season 2 begins on Easter morning, 1883, with the news that Bertha Russell's bid for a box at the Academy of Music has been rejected. Throughout the 8 episodes of the season, we watch as Bertha challenges Mrs. Astor and the old system and works to not only gain a foothold in society, but to potentially take a leading role in it. Paramount Plus will bring us Ink Masters Season 15 on November 1st.
Season 15?
Good Lord.
A game-changing twist shakes up the competition. The battle begins for $250,000 and the title of Ink Master.
Okay, well, probably better than what's coming next, which is Love Island Games Season 1 coming November 1st to Peacock.
In this cheeky new iteration, romance will meet reality as fan favorite islanders are faced with both teams and couples challenges, all while navigating dating, eliminations, recoupling, dramatic arrivals, and new competitions, twists and turns like never before. I ate my life! Come on, Peacock!
To be fair, I think I just heard I ate my wife.
It sounded like that.
Soon to be a murder podcast.
On Amazon Prime Video is Invincible Season 2, Part 1, coming November 3rd.
Season 1 of this animated series about a teenage superhero hit Prime Video way back in March 2021. It's taken so long to release Season 2 that they actually put out a trailer some months ago joking about how long it was taking to produce it. But over the summer, fans did get a treat with the surprise release of a special episode starring Adam Eve. And finally, Season 2 arrives this week, or at least Part 1 of it does. Invincible struggles with the revelations at the end of last season. Is his fate sealed by the actions of his father?
On Apple TV Plus is Fingernails, coming November 3rd.
Starring Jeremy Allen White, Jesse Buckley, and Riz Ahmed, Anna and Ryan have found true love, and it's proven by a controversial new technology. There's just one problem, as Anna still isn't sure. Then she takes a position at a love testing institute and meets Amir.
And our final new release is from the Roku channel, and it's How to Fall in Love by the Holidays, coming November 3rd, and starring Terry Hatcher. A writer turned CEO must write a column about love in time for the holidays. I guess writing romances are very in this Christmas season. Things become more complicated thanks to the handsome photographer working alongside her.
This is actually a brutal week for new releases, but I am going to watch Behind the Attraction, Bitterness Notwithstanding, and there are a couple other things we may take a shot at. Kim, what do you have in mind?
Maybe Quiz Lady. That's kind of the only thing I see that really stands out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Behind the Attraction is always a fun little digestible morsel to watch, just to learn about some ride at one of the Disney parks. And the trailer for Quiz Lady is gold, so I'm surprised that this one isn't getting more attention. I'm going to be very interested in watching this. I can imagine that All the Light We Cannot See is going to be huge for Netflix, but it's also a drama about Nazis. So, yeah, I tend to not really get into that.
Yeah, it could be good. I think I'll just hold off until I see reviews on that one. So go watch something.